want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Hey everybody, this is Jason Dean with the JoBlo Movie Network. The world of performing can bleed between industries depending on the talent someone has. Lots of times we see entertainers try their hand at acting, and while most fail, some do make it. Let's count down the top 10 singers or musicians who became famous actors. Here we go. Number 10 is Zooey Deschanel. Zooey started off studying to be a musical stage performer, playing various instruments to accompany her wonderful vocal talents. Little by little, people would take notice and involve her in musically themed acting gigs, and then pretty soon she was just getting into steady acting, only doing musical moments when the script allowed for it. Her turn in movies like Elf and 500 Days of Summer rocketed her film career to stardom. She's now got a massive hit show on the small screen called New Girl, where she delivers her own offbeat brand of comedy that's perfect for her stylings, currently on its 6th season.
Maybe I'm not ready for meaningless sex with beautiful women.
Well, you know, maybe when you are, you'll be able to show her your other penis. Your heart penis.
Get out of my room.
Okay.
Number 9 is the famous musical chameleon Tom Waits. He's been making music since the late 60s and is still going strong even now. He's worked with some of the best in the business and has had hit songs covered by the likes of Rod Stewart, the Eagles, and Bruce Springsteen. Waits never fully transitioned from music into acting, but has had an extremely interesting and long acting career, usually playing quirky or bizarre individuals. His first notable role was as Buck Merrill in The Outsiders, but later he became known for his legendary turn as Renfield in Bram Stoker's Dracula. There's far too many to list, but I always liked the small role he had as the engineer in the Book of Eli, seen here.
Oh, sweet. That's a Fathom 900, man.
Is it?
I haven't seen one of those since the 90s.
Yeah, I got it back east.
Still work?
Yeah, just need a charge.
As far as the world of rap and hip-hop go, there's an unbelievable number of individuals who have made the leap into acting. Over the last decade or so, Chris "Ludacris" Bridges has become synonymous with the big screen thanks to the overwhelming popularity of just one single franchise. While he had some fantastic roles in Hustle and Flow as well as the extremely well-done Crash, he will most likely be forever known as Tej from the Fast and Furious franchise. Ludacris is not an amazing actor by any stretch, but his on-screen persona is likable and he has charisma to spare. He's building up a heck of a resume and shows no signs of slowing down. So I would bet we will be seeing a lot more of him on the big screen soon enough.
See, I reversed the gears, torqued the motor, and added this tank to the back.
That makes it even sweeter.
It does.
That, man.
It's not dummy-proof.
The world broke down in tears in January 2016 when we lost one of the absolute musical greats of our time. David Bowie succumbed to liver cancer last year, but left behind an absolutely amazing body of work over 6 decades. Even crazier than that, he also managed to leave us with some iconic cinematic characters from his acting career. His most recognizable role was that of Jareth, the Goblin King, in the Jim Henson 1986 movie Labyrinth, the character that will live on forever in cinema. One of the other roles of his that I love is his appearance as Nikola Tesla in the film The Prestige, opposite Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman. I love the movie and his take on Tesla. No other actor could have done any better.
Our bodies, Mr. Angier, are quite capable of conducting and indeed producing energy.
Number 6 is the King, the one and only Elvis Presley. Very little needs to be said about the wild success of this man in his music career. His contributions and influences on others still echo to this day and will probably do so for generations to come. His bigger-than-life persona created an entire industry of celebrity impersonators, and not one of those could even truly capture who he was. And of course, when there's that much charisma to be had, Hollywood will come a-callin'. The leap from stage performer to film performer in this case was not a great one. He was never truly an actor's actor, but what he did and who he played on screen was more than serviceable and definitely satiated the appetite of all the people who couldn't get enough of Elvis. And at the time, that was pretty much everyone.
Daddy has a terrible temper when he has his gun. You'd better go.
You'd better go, young man. All right, if you think so. But that's a coward's way out. Goodbye, Mom. Shirley?
I'm Dorothy!
Ice Cube was a pioneer in the world of rap and helped to found NWA, which achieved levels of success never before seen in that music style. Clearly, it was not just a group effort because his later solo stuff was just as important, thought-provoking, and successful as his earlier roots. His storytelling lyrics and high production values for his music videos ended up leading him deeper into Hollywood, ending up with him taking on movie roles. At first, he was somewhat typecast as the angry black man, but as he grew older, he also grew as an actor and started diving into drama, action, and comedy, finding success in just about everything he touched.
What if Captain gets to punch you in the face one time really, really, really hard?
Nah. I got something way better than that.
Number 4 is the story of what seemed like destiny for this individual. Justin Timberlake started performing as a child and rose to fame as one of the lead vocalists of NSYNC, one of the best-selling boy bands of all time. His solo career was even more successful, which made him one of the most commercially successful singers of the 2000s. From 2008 forward, he started focusing more and more on acting and has made a huge jump into major films, as well as TV shows and voiceover work. His recent voiceover work in Trolls made him a hit with the kids, while his role in The Social Network made everyone in Hollywood take notice. Today, he is balancing his career between music, acting, event hosting, and voiceover work.
I'm Sean Parker. How do you do? You must be Eduardo and Christy and Mark. Great to meet you. Great to meet you. You guys don't have anything in front of you.
Number 3 is Cher, another notable personality with whom there is no equal, it seems. Cher started off as half of the duo of Sonny and Cher back in the 60s. She launched a solo career very shortly afterwards and has had nothing but success in the world of pop music. While her music career is massive, she also started her acting career almost simultaneously, with the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour in the 70s. Later, she would begin acting in Hollywood films with a memorable role in The Witches of Eastwick. That same year, she would win an Oscar for Best Actress for her starring role in Moonstruck.
You told me if I came with you to the opera, then you'd leave me alone forever. And I came with you. Now I'm gonna marry your brother, and you're gonna leave me alone forever, right?
Number 2 is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air himself, Will Smith. If you're around the same age as me, you grew up right alongside the career of Will Smith, watching him go from a squeaky clean, goody two-shoes rapper into a highly sought-after box office champ. Smith moved into television with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which ran for 6 seasons and is still in syndication now. From there, he made the jump into feature films and has some of the most successful films of all time. Due to his bankability, Newsweek called him the most powerful actor in Hollywood. He was also called the most bankable star in the world by Forbes. He's even been nominated twice for Best Actor.
Welcome to Earth.
And our number 1 goes to Mark Wahlberg. Today's younger generation probably doesn't even remember where he came from, but after a very short stint in the New Kids on the Block, he became the frontman of Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. His physique and good looks got him into advertising, which then transitioned into film work. From there, it seemed like the sky was the limit. Mark Wahlberg is now considered one of the best leading men in Hollywood, and you can be sure that with him in the lead, the movie will be worth watching. He's rarely in a miss of a movie, but he did star in The Happening, so I suppose it's not impossible.
Maybe people are setting off the plants?
What are you saying? That guy was crazy. We have to save them.
They're already dead. What if they're targeting us as threats? I mean, this part of the field may not have been set off. Something in this field could be releasing the chemical into the air when there's too many of us together. Let's just stay ahead of the wind.
So there's our top 10 singer or musicians who became famous actors. Tell us down below which one is your favorite. I'm Jason Dean for the JoBlo Movie Network, and thanks for watching.